Hi Sagittarius and welcome. It is Elizabeth Bratcher, Psychic Medium, and I'm here to do your weekly read from the 26th of July till the 1st of August. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch the video today. I do appreciate it. Also appreciate you guys leaving a comment, which I do reply to, and a thumbs up on the video is always grand too. So how I work, guys, is I'm going to pull the full spread for you from my own deck, and then I'm going to pull some tarot for you from the Sun and Moon Tarot that's there. My deck's going to focus very much on Pacifics, but also the energy of what it is that you need to know most, and the tarot will soon then follow suit. So just remember that I am reading for a few of you. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't, okay? Alright, Sagittarius, let's have a look and see. So I'm going to pull 3 cards randomly for you from my deck. So you've got take 5, be positive, and making a commitment to move forward. Alright, so let's just have a look and see what the rest of the spread wants to give you. Alright, nice. Okay, so Sagittarius, when I'm sitting with your energy overall for this week, let me just have a quick look because it doesn't quite smash me in the face. Yep. Okay, so what I want to say to you, Sagittarius, okay, is there's a couple of Pacifics and a couple of energetical ways that I want to go. So for some of you, Sagittarius, what this is actually showing me is that you need to take a moment and sit back for a second. And, you know, the Be Positive card is all about the fact that your attitude is a choice, okay? And so in saying that that's there is that it's basically acknowledging that, yes, there's challenges around and things like that, but you've got a choice and a decision in how you're going to react and how you're going to look after yourself and respond and all of those things in between. And there's a lot of energy here that's asking you to actually take a moment and do that, okay? So you've got the Seal the Deal card, which talks about making a commitment to move forward. And that's basically what that energy that's sitting there for me is. You've also got the Take a Moment card, okay? So you've got both cards in a row talking about the fact that a bit of rest and a bit of mindfulness and gratitude are needed. And it's not to imply that there's a lack of gratitude, okay? Just a little bit more to help you feel good, all right? And really help you connect to yourself. Now, you've got the Male card that's there, which is talking about the fact that it's calling on your strength here, okay? It's acknowledging that this isn't an easy process, but asking you to keep your health in mind, all right? And it's not just about physical health. For some of you, yes, this is absolutely going to be about your physical health, but for others of you, this is also about emotional and spiritual health as well, okay? So just to give that a little bit of food for thought, Sagittarius, that's there. And it's a beautiful energy because it brings in the completions, okay, which is about, you know, endings, but new growth, new beginnings, and new opportunities to rebuild from the rubble, all right? So I just want to leave that there with you. Now, for some of you, okay, what has jumped out at me as well was that there's going to be an ending around work that comes in. Now, it may be just in a slash of significant hours, which forces you to move on. For some of you, I do feel that there's actually a job loss that's incurred here, okay? It's going to feel quite devastating, fill you with worry and doubt, but allow some changes. It's actually going to present you an opportunity to make a few shifts that you wanted to. Take a chance, take an opportunity to move forward towards those. So, for example, you know, you may have been in job A and been really kind of wanting to sit at some point and be able to focus on option B, okay? Now is your time and your opportunity to focus on option B, and option B is actually going to be the more lucrative choice for you, okay? So don't be afraid to take a chance that's there. I'm not feeling a huge layover in between work, okay? Now, I know for some of you, you know, financially, a little loss of time and a big loss of time is going to mean different things, okay? But overall, I'm not feeling like loss of home, in lack of security and things like that, all right? Obviously, it is with restraint, that's there, but for how it applies to you, I am feeling like overall you'll be okay, all right? So just for those of you that resonates with this week, take the opportunity to really step into your own power with this and see it as an opportunity as opposed to a defeat, okay? Okay. For some of you this week as well, there's obviously a lot of truth and understanding and awareness around you guys this week, because I am working from home today, guys. You can maybe be able to hear the rain, but I don't know if you probably can hear my little one screaming down the other end of the premises. All right, so what I wanted to say was, though, is the energy that was kind of just tapping around for me there is just to be mindful that, you know, there's a bit of energy here about moving forward and making a commitment to move forward. And I'm not necessarily drawn to romantic relationships with what I want to say. I'm actually more drawn to friendships. But I'm feeling like, for some of you, and it's even catching my voice, that I need to clear out the stables. I feel like I've known that there's an energy that's a little bit off kilter in this relationship. And so for those of you that's applying to, don't be afraid to actually let that process go through, okay? If it looks like a duck and it walks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, don't think that this person's a swan. They're a duck, okay? Don't go looking for it if it's not there. I just want to be clear around that, okay? But if you already have your suspicions or have been feeling the energy around that very much, let this be the validation that you've needed, okay? Be open to embracing the changes that are coming in around you guys, okay? I feel like it's all a natural part of flow. Yeah, you've also got the external conflict card that's there. So as I said, be mindful, okay? Now, what the energy wants you to know in particular, you've got the Catch the Rainbow, which talks about the fact that your goals are not impossible, okay? You've got the Sunset card there, which talks about an end of an era coming through, and as I said, that's been a bit reflected here. For some of you, it's going to be work. For some of you, it's going to be friendships. And for some of you, it's just going to be carving that way forward into something else, okay? Now, you've got the Shit Happens card, which just is that reminder that in life, shit happens. It might not be fair, might not be something we can control, all of that kind of stuff, but it just happens, and we just need to take it in our stride and not let it become a defining moment, okay? You've also got the Letting Go card that's there, which talks about releasing binds and letting go of what no longer serves around you and what's keeping you restrained within yourself, especially what's keeping you held to relationships, what's keeping you held to work, what's keeping you held to bad health habits, all of that kind of energy. It's asking you just to reflect a little bit on that, okay, this week, Sagittarius. So that is what I have for you out of my deck. So let me just finish that up with some tarot. And as usual, guys, I've given the cards a good shuffle before I've started, because when I do one-on-one readings, which are available still at the moment, I'm an energy worker. I work with energy, I sit with spirit. So the cards are a beautiful visual aid for the videos, but otherwise when you work with me one-on-one, you'll find we just work with energy, which is why I'm not an expert shuffler after all this time. All right, your energy for the week is the Eight of Cups. So yeah, you're walking away from something that no longer serves, okay? So yeah, all right. So you've also pulled the High Priestess out as well, and guys, that's what I'm talking about in relation with the friendships there as well, okay? Just keep an eye out for that duck. This is only going to be a positive energy that's there, because regardless of whether it's true or bad things that are revealed, okay, that's information that needs to be known, and it gives you a little bit of validation around where things were at and allows you to move forward, okay? So you've got the Seven of Swords card that's there, okay? Now that's the Wish card of the tarot, and that's what I'm talking about. For those of you especially that's bounced on with work, let this be that opportunity that takes you to that next step forward, you know. If I had, you know, I will make it real, like if I was going to say, if I had $1 for every time, trying to amp it up a little bit, but honestly, if I did have $1 for every single time that I had an opportunity, including myself, to let something that's not so positive and could be quite, you know, overwhelming, be the catalyst into something really perfect and you know, challenging even, but what we want, it's nice. I'd you know, at least be able to buy a decent bottle of bourbon. It's really good. I've heard it at least 100 times. So it's allow yourself to sit in that energy as well. You've got the Empress, okay, which just talks about delays that are coming in around for you guys this week will actually prove to be beneficial, okay? So don't get your panties in a knot over the delays this week, but also very much so standing in your own energy and your own power and bringing that stability back in around you and that sense of security and control within yourself, okay? You've got the Four of Cups that's there. Now, I want to say to you that be really mindful around this, not to miss opportunities, okay? Don't sit there and kind of feel like what you're being offered isn't enough, or you know, not seeing what's being offered because you're sitting in a stubborn energy of your own ways, okay? So just be really mindful not to let yourself fall into that Four of Cups energy this week, okay? Obviously for some of you there is some money fluctuations around, especially when it's resonating with work that's there, but as I said, I do feel that you're going to be okay. Don't be afraid to take what you need in the meantime, okay? And as I said, the energy of the week is that Eight of Cups, so again, possibly some money hassles coming in this week, but you're walking away from something that no longer serves, okay? So I would say to you guys this week, Sagittarius, no frivolous spending, whether it's relating to you with work or not. Just seems like perhaps there's something unexpected, a little. I don't want to go too big with it, that says that I can just kind of wave through it, that type of energy. All right, so guys, that is what I have for you this week. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch. As I said, do appreciate if you subscribe to the channel. I do the daily reads, the live feeds here as well. Otherwise, like to see you on Friday on the live feed at 8 p.m. New South Wales Australian Eastern Standard Time. Can you hear that rain? Probably not, but it's just buckling down here. Anyway, until I see you, man, I see you guys. Much love.